Alright, I don't know if anyone can help me or not with this because this printer is old. And as you can tell, I got it from my local Goodwill. Main reason why I got it from my local Goodwill is because getting replacement ink for this printer is only going to cost $15 in total for both the combo cartridge, and the photo black cartridge. When if I wanted to do the same thing with the HP printer I got out in the living room, it costs $40 to $50, even $60 to replace the cartridges for that printer. And main reason why I go to that main cartridges is because I build stuff from anime. For instance, my Life Size Kirimi right here, I've just recently finished off. Right now, there's about $200 or so in HP printer in her. I mean, HP printer ink inside my Kirimi. So that's the main reason why I got this printer right here in the first place. Now I actually had this printer now for, give me a second, for about 2 weeks, for about a month or two now. But I never got around to making a video because I wanted to finish off my Kirimi. Now I think I probably know what's really going on is the fact that unfortunately I pointed my dad to a site that will give us legitimate Dell cartridges, but unfortunately he did not buy them from the site because he went off to Amazon and bought third-party cartridges, which I'm not going to show in the first part of this video because I actually after 15 minutes of bullshitting with my thumb drives, it finally started recognizing pictures. So what I'm going to do is I'm first going to print this picture of vanilla and chocolate, and I'm going to use the photo paper here. And then I'm going to go to my computer and reprint this exact same picture with standard printer paper. And you'll see a major difference. Let me see if I remember how to work this dumb thing. There we go. Luckily, when I bought this thing, the person I gave it to Goodwill gave the CD and all the documentation for this printer. But still, there seems to be a problem with it. Like I said, you'll understand when everything is done. And apparently, it is not wanting to print from what it should, and no, it's not. Alright, well, this will work just fine. Ugh. If you played Nikupira, you know exactly what chocolate and vanilla are supposed to look like in their maid uniforms. And this is not accurate at all. Ew, I did not notice that was showing. Okay, looks like I have to somehow censor this when I print with the photo paper. Great. For some reason or another, did not want to print from photo. Guess I gotta engage photo for it to work. There we go. That's the one thing I like about the HP printer. I don't have to engage the photo paper. If I have a thumb drive plugged into it, it'll print from this. Okay, it's taking a while longer, so it is now pulling from the photo paper, which is what I wanted. Now I do not need to get this video false flag, so I'll just censor the part that needs to get censored. There we go. This, focusing, you stupid iPhone. This is what it's supposed to really look like. except it's not exact when it comes to the colors, but it's pretty damn close. So since I already popped this thing apart before, I already know what's going on. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to stop the video here. I'm going to pull out the cartridge tray, pull it apart, and show what's going on. Alright. So I managed to pull out the little ink cartridge holder, whatever this thing is called. So now I like I say before, I think I know what's going on, but I'm not for sure. Now when I first pulled this thing open and tried to figure out what the hell is going on, I saw right here, which you guys really can't, well actually you probably can, but there's a lot of, actually let me see, where's my, there it is, 4th gen iPhone, pull up the camera light on this thing, and if you can, I don't know if you can tell or not, but all this right here is a whole bunch of black ink. Basically, the whole black area basically more or less is like the black. It's like the little hole that the black ink is supposed to go through is stopped up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to unscrew this and pull out the ink and pull out the actual little piece here. Give me a second. I did this pretty much last time to try to fix the problem. Now I can't see the screws here because I don't have my whatever the I'll come back when I get this thing unscrewed. Alright, I just got done removing the screws, and before you say, why don't you just go into the printer and just do a deep head clean? I've done that, it didn't fix the problem. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to remove the head, and I'm going to remove this little board here. First I'm actually going to remove the board, that way so the board doesn't catch on anything, and then I'm going to remove this. Give me a second. Make sure I'm not going to accidentally destroy the ribbon cables. There we go. Right there are the holes. Now of course I'm going to clean this up. Ooh, yellow's spewing out. Nice. Give me a second. So as you can tell right here, give me a second, right here is a lot of black ink right here. But if I remove this guy here, yeah, there we go. The holes are pretty much clear. And I know they're clear. Because now I got a bunch of ink flowing throughout the rest of this thing. Now I don't need to do anything about this ink grit. About this, I believe this is the photo. Actually, no. If I'm tracing this correct, this little hole right here at the top. Give me a second. This hole right here at the top is for photo black. If I'm tracing the ink splats, this is the standard black hole. This is the hole for the standard black cartridge, or the whatever you call it. So apparently there is something stopping up this hole. I'm gonna have my dad fill up the air compressor we have out in the garage, and I'm gonna have him blow a big old gob of air through and see what happens. But all the holes right here, as you can tell by the light coming through, are unobstructed and they're totally clear, as you can tell. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fully clean up the head. Head's now fully cleaned. And I'm going to have my dad fire up the air compressor, and I'm going to blow air through these little holes and make sure they're fully cleaned. Alright, so I cleaned it up. I poured more or less a whole bottle full of alcohol through the head and the little holes here. Now, when I was pouring the alcohol through the top, I noticed that certain holes were actually were letting the alcohol go through better than other holes. And the hole that I was talking about being stopped up, which is this one right here, it did let alcohol go through, but it didn't do it. But it didn't let it go through fast like some other holes. Of course, we got this little rubber gasket here. And of course, as you clearly can tell, it's completely clear and ready to roll. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fit the gasket back on. I'm going to fix this little. I'm going to put the printer head back on, and I'm going to put this thing back in the printer and see what happens. I'll be amazed if I fix this thing all on my own. That does tend to happen at times. So where I'm recording a video to ask what the hell's going on with something, I end up fixing it and I have no need to upload the video. But apparently I lost the scissors I was using as my screwdriver to screw the screws back in. No, I did. I'm just too stupid to see them right in front of my face. But like I stated before, I also do think it could be I think the main problem could really be is the fact that I'm not using Dell certified ink cartridges. Now the HP printer out in the living room, somehow or another, my dad got lucky with it by using third party, and it works. Although the quality is really lacking. And also, for the sake of this video, in the instructions it stated to remove the plastic. Now, of course, this isn't what was really originally there. I put this tape here to see what would happen, but for the sake of this video, I'm going to remove this tape, and I'm actually going to do what was stated in the instructions and actually leave these holes open. That's what it said in the instructions when I got these pieces of shit cartridges. So I'm going to put these cartridges back into the printer, and I'm going to see what happens. Okay, that's one cartridge. That's the other cartridge. Now, considering I just ran alcohol through the whole printer head, I'm going to have to do another deep clean to purge any alcohol that's left inside the inside the printer head chambers. Hopefully there's nothing left, but I'm gonna do a deep clean just in case. Sorry about this video being so long, by the way. I really want to get this printer up and running again. This is the first printer I got from Goodwill that actually failed, pretty much. Yes! Okay, good night. Alright, so my iPhone decided to run out of room. So apparently what I said didn't get recorded. But apparently it looks like I can probably get a new printer head instead of a actual printer cartridge. So it registered that it did something to the printer head, I believe. So if I turn out I can get a printer head for this printer right here, then I'll be good to go. But it'll be real nice if I actually fixed it myself. That? No, it doesn't. Alright, that does its thing. I'm going to reconnect my laptop I was originally using this. I was originally planning on using this video back to my desktop and do a reprint. It'll take too long. A printer takes too long to scan the flash drive I use, so I'm just better off just printing directly from a computer. Once I find that damn HDMI cable that dropped. Where is it? Up here it is. There you go. Right, you go there. That gets plugged in there. Also, I'm probably most likely the only person that uses a selfie stick not for what is originally intended. Because the camera stand I have is just a camera stand made from a selfie stick. I have no need to use the selfie stick for its actual intended purpose because I have myself a very cheap homemade tripod that costs no more than what a selfie stick costs. Now, the reason why I'm choosing this picture is because there's a lot of dark in the picture. Especially right here. This is supposed to be tree limbs, and that's pretty much printing out pure black. But this is what the picture is supposed to look like. Whoops, I gotta go in here and make sure it's going to print on letter instead of A4. Printer setup. It's going to, of course, print on A4, and I don't need that. Now they're going to need letter. Portrait. Print. Now note how different the colors look. For instance, that little black tree I was talking about, that's right here, is not there. All the dark is not there, it's all white. And the contrast is all off. Maybe I can get the reprint by just doing this. It'll print from the from that. Black in color, ink cartridges need to be replaced. Blah blah blah. Well, apparently I just killed the 2 ink cartridges. So apparently I wasn't able to well, actually, yeah, I was able to really yeah. Well, yeah, that's pretty much it. Either it's a fact that I'm using third-party shit cartridges, or it's the actual printer head, this little guy, which is broken. I don't know if it's because I'm using third-party ink cartridges, or if it's the fact that or if it's the fact that the printer head is broken. The reason why I'm not ending this video yet is because I want to see if it's just giving me a false ink cartridge reading. And it wasn't. Well, sorry about this video being so long. But hopefully someone can tell me what the hell's going on, what's going on with this printer. Because like I said in the very beginning, ink cartridges for this thing is very inexpensive, unlike for the HP printer I got out of my living room. And I want to get this thing up and running so I can start really pumping out those 3D those papercraft anime figures I build. So hopefully someone can figure out. So hopefully someone knows more about this printer, knows what's going on. And thanks for your help if someone actually manages to figure out what the hell's going on.